Hello, I'm Lily, and today I'm going to share with you what I've made this week, what I've been making, lots of things in progress, continuation of projects. I've got my working my way through this book. No, I'm not. I say that every time. I've done two, but I'm going to be making some more. I've got an update on how I'm getting on with those, a little bit of chat about it. I've got my quilt as you go. I'm going to show you that as well, and more quilting. I want to talk about my quilt that I made a while ago. It was my first ever quilt and I loved it, and I want to talk about it because I don't love it anymore. I love the look of it, but anyway, I'm going to leave that to the end. I'm going to talk about that towards the end anyway. I'm going to start off with my Alice Caroline blocks. If you watched me before, you'll know that I've got them ready. I had them, did the English paper piecing part, wrapped them round, I've got one here, wrapped them round the shapes. I was at that stage, and I've since taken the papers or the card out and appliqued it onto the white squares. So I've got two I've made so far. I've made the shell, all Liberty fabrics. I bought some packs of Liberty scraps from Etsy a while ago. I'd got some left, and I think I've bought a couple of packs actually. And obviously Liberty is expensive, but the packs are fairly reasonable based on how much the fabric is normally. Yes, so that was a bit tricky doing those bits around the edges, especially taking the card out, because I used glue. I based with glue, so I'd stitched them all together with the card in, and then I had to take the card out. So what I did was, when I take, I use a pin and I just scrape kind of up like that, just to release the glue a little bit from the fabric that's wrapped around, sort of scrape it around the outside. And then the first one I didn't. The first one I kind of lifted this bit up, and then that kind of went a bit weird. One of the ones which is probably that one that didn't stay that curvy. So what I did was, when I did the other ones, when I took them out, I pulled them down that way. Whereas that one I kind of pulled it out that way, and that all flapped up. But I put my pin round the edge there and just pulled it down, and then the paper came out, and then I could iron it again and applique it onto the piece of fabric. So I've got them both on white. I've got a butterfly and the shell. They're going to have some more stitching on, well, apart from the applique, they're going to have some stitching on here. So some hand stitching is going to have some little antennae, I call that antennae, ears, things on top. And this is going to have lots of wavy stitches as well, but I'm going to do that once it's on the wadding. I think I'm going to make a wall hanging, and I want some really stiff wadding. I don't want it flopping around all over the place, because I normally use bag wadding, just a polyester wadding, which is quite floppy. So I'm going to try and get some stiff wadding, but I think I can get that from Hobbycraft. So I'm going to have a look, and it'll be a bit more sturdy on the wall rather than kind of going a bit like that, I imagine it going. So I've made two, and I'm pleased with their progress. Although that was I did take quite a while. I did get a little bit annoyed doing that one, but I think it would get easier the more I do. And I've chosen some more to do. Well, actually, I got Neil to choose because I couldn't decide. I said, can you choose a couple? I'm going to be making the strawberry. There's a lovely strawberry. If they're on the front of the book, I'll show you. There's the strawberry there. I'm going to be doing that one next. And was it the dragonfly? Actually, oh, it's a swallow. Neil chose the swallow. Not sure if that's on there anywhere. I don't think it is. Anyway, there's one that's a swallow, and the swallow and the strawberry are both raw edge applique, which I might hand do, or I might machine sew. I haven't decided yet. All I've done is I've got the patterns on a piece of tracing paper here, ready, drawn out. I've just got to cut them out and work on them. And the other two, I think they're English paper piecings. One Neil chose, which is a Dresden plate, which I really want to make a Dresden. I've never made one before, so I really want to, just a good practice, just doing a small one, which I think is that one there, on the book, that one. And there's also another one, which again, I want to have a practice of doing one of those. And obviously it's got the template. It was this one. I love the idea of that, a flower, like a hexie, but it's got gaps in. I think that looks really cool. So I've seen that on quite a few things lately. It's so funny how sometimes you think about things and they keep popping up everywhere. Like the Dresden plates keep popping up everywhere. I keep seeing them everywhere. And so I think what I really want to do. So they're two ones that I want to practice and make them on with other things as well. So I'm enjoying that. I was only going to do, I think I was to do 4, but now I'm planning to do 6. So you never know, I might end up doing the whole quilt. I don't know whether I will or not. I am enjoying it though, but it's a lot of Liberty fabric, and my scrap Liberty is not going to go that far, I don't think. So I'm pleased with my progress, and like I said, I've just got to wait until I can get the wadding, and then I can do the quilted stitches on the top. And then, to be honest, I haven't worked out how I'm going to join them together, but that will be a thought for another day. Sometimes I like to plan, but sometimes I like to just go with it and see what happens, because that's fun, isn't it? Just go with it and see what happens. It's fun until it goes wrong and you cry, but apart from that, normally it's fun. It's fun with crafting, isn't it? I think. And I'm just going to show you this because I'm planning, if nothing goes wrong, I'm planning tomorrow morning. It's now Friday afternoon. I'm planning on tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, on recording the project bag tutorial, which I've been promising you for age. I had to stop it there, sorry, because Neil rang me. Right, so this is the panel I've made to make my bag with. So that's how I'm going to make that. I've made quite a big one because it's going to be a tutorial and I can show you in large size rather than making a small one. So it's going to be a drawstring bag, and it's going to be just how I make mine. So everyone makes things a bit differently, don't they? So it's going to be relaxed, kind of a chat along, make along type thing. But yes, I'm planning on doing that in the morning. So I don't know when it'll be uploaded though. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll add a little community post to let you know when I've done it and when it's going to be uploaded. Right. Also, I'd like to share with you my quilt as you go progress, which is in this little basket. So let's get that out. First of all, I'm going to show you the sizes that I am using. This one is, if they've got them written on, this is a 3-inch, so it's 3 inches along there. And this one is 2-inch. So there's quite a big difference between the two. Quite a big difference between the two, but I want to be able to fold it over, and I'll show you how I'm getting on so far. I've made 3 and I've started 1. Have I made 3? Where's the other one? Oh, I've got them all in my hand. Right, so there's my first one. And second one. I'm showing you 3 like I'm really excited. I'm going to have to make hundreds of these to make something big with it, aren't I? And there's the embroidered one with some upcycled embroidery. I didn't do that one myself, but I tried them. They look nice like that. And then I'm not going to stitch them. Someone said stitch them together at the end, which is a very sensible idea, and I will take that idea on board. I might, when I've done quite a lot, I might start, but I'm not going to start stitching them all together yet. But I did think the colours look nice on the other side together, even though they're all mismatched. This one's from, you might recognise from a shirt that I made the little bunny dress from, Lavender the bunny, from a long time ago. Yeah, so they look nice on the back as well, don't they? So, and I'm in the middle. I thought I'd keep this one half done. I can show you how I'm doing it. So I've got cut out the big piece here, and then I've got the little piece in the middle, and I've also used the same as the smaller piece. I've got wadding. As you can see, my wadding's floppy, look, which is fine for bags and things, but if I want something to hang on the wall, it definitely needs to be stiff. And then what I'm doing is obviously putting it really central, which I probably won't, I'm showing you now. Fold it over once, and then fold it over twice, and then pin it, and then go across the same. Fold it over once. So you're just, the first time you fold it, you're just touching it against the seam, just on the edge there, and then folding it over like that. And then I'm putting a clip in each side, and then a little bit of applique, neat little applique stitches all the way around. And I've got a big old wad of these left, and I've just got to sort out some more. Well, not sort out the fabric, I've got the pile of fabric, but I have to cut out the fabric. And then they all fit in here. I've got my clips in there as well, sorry, it's probably really noisy. And then every time I'm in the mood, I can just make a few more, and there's no pressure. It's just quilt as you go, relaxing. It's not rushed to get it finished or anything like that. I have to keep telling myself that because I am a bit of a rush to get it finished type of person, naturally. So yeah, it's not a rush to get it finished kind of thing. It's more relaxed, and yeah, see how it goes, make a few more, and then I think it's the kind of thing you don't know what it's going to look like until you've got a big bunch of them and you can kind of lay them out a little bit and have a play and see what they look like. I've had so many ideas. Now I've been just focusing on one kind of thing and not so much the toy making and all the other things I was doing last year. I've had so many ideas. It's been really nice and I feel much happier really. So I'm glad I made the decision to kind of just focus on only a few different things rather than all the things. So what else have I got to show you? Oh, I've got a little bag here that I made a while ago. I mean, this was probably well over 10 years ago, and it's not very clean. I haven't done anything with it to make it dirty. It's just been hanging around, I think. So it's not very good, but I made it a long time ago before I really knew how to do things properly. I didn't think I haven't done the top very well. But anyway, I love the fabric. I don't know if I can get that fabric anymore. You can see I've quilted it. It really is dirty. I should have washed it first, shouldn't I really? And yeah, I've just sewn the squares together. But I really would like to make something like that with the little scrap pack I got a couple of weeks ago. So I'm keeping that out, and that's going to be my kind of inspiration for making something new but better. This. It's even got little bits. It's got this in it, which I love. Is it called rigrag? Rizrag? Rick-rack. Rick-rack. It's even got its own rick-rack in there. It's got some little, I love all this kind of thing, don't you? Little birds. I can't get the bees anymore. I used to get bee ones, but I can't get it. It's got a little bit of this and a little bit of interfacing. So yeah, that's a very dirty pouch, but I am going to be, I'll give it a wash after this. I like that button. I'm tempted to take the button off and reuse it. Yeah, I'm going to make a new version. I might even use the same claspy type thing with the Rick Rack in here as well, possibly. So that's another idea. And I'm not going to tell you what it is yet because I'm getting it ready in my mind. But you may remember I was gifted this quite a while ago now. It's tweed and it's very old and lovely tweed, and it's long strips. There's 3 different sorts. As you can see, I'm not holding it up very well, but I don't want it to drop it on the floor. Oh no, that's the other one. I'm not sure if that was. There's 3 different sorts. There's 3 long strips, and I've got an idea. So sometimes you have to just wait, and sometimes an idea just pops in your head, doesn't it? So I've got an idea, and yeah, it's a long-term project again, but when I've got it all prepped and done a little bit of it, I will share with you in a future episode what that is. But I've written it down, and that's my plan for that. I also wanted to talk about the first ever quilt that I made, which I was so proud of. This one. Do you remember I made this? And I was like, oh, I don't want to put any binding on. No, I just like it. I'm just going to do it like this. And it looks nice, but it hasn't kept very nice. It just feels like a duvet now. And I love the look of it. I'm glad I made it. I learned lots. I love all the embroidery. I did all the embroidery. Oh, it's on the wall. Did all the embroidery myself. But I didn't do any quilting on it. And now I wish I had, to be honest. So I don't think I'm going to do it now. I don't think I'm going to unpick it and do it now because it's a bit of a, I made it at the time, and I don't think my heart would be in it kind of doing it again. But I've learned so much more now, and I think if I make anything else like this, which I would like to, because I really enjoyed doing the embroidery part, and it was fun to make. But I need to do it, and then I need to do it. Got an itchy foot, sorry. I really need to itch it. No, I really need to quilt it properly and do the binding and yeah, learn how to do it properly and not think, well, I'll just do it like this. It doesn't look wrong, but because I've been using it, having it on my lap, and I just think, oh, it just feels wrong. It should have been quilted. So I'm disappointed in the old me that just finished it and wanted it finished and didn't do it properly. So future plans, I need to make something else like this. I'd like to make something like this, but adding on all the things I've learned the last few weeks and months about how to make more of a proper quilt rather than a duvet. But I still like it. And everyone learns. It was just a beginner project, and I love the embroidery. I love doing it, but I would admit I did rush to finish it because I just want to see what it looked like finished. I don't know. So it's nice and soft. It's extra thick batting in here. It's lovely and squidgy. So yeah, another time I think I would definitely, well I know I would definitely at the very least stitch all around these. All these bits, stitch in the ditch as such all the way around and bind it. I kept saying, oh, I'm not into binding, I don't want the binding, but there's a reason why binding's on there, isn't there? So yeah, I'm going to learn a bit more. I've got lots of books and things, and I'm going to learn more watching YouTube and learn more about how to quilt properly. And then I can make another one and make it better, I think. So yeah, I've been thinking about this because my mum came around and said, oh, is that quilt? It's really nice, isn't it? And I sort of thought, yes, it is, but I wish I'd have done it properly. Anyway, like I said, I don't think I'm going to change it now, but I'll bear in mind if I make anything else like that again. I'll take my time and do it properly. And a lot of these projects I'm showing you they are going to be taking time. They're not going to be the sort of thing that I'm making lots of small cute things as well, but a couple of the bigger projects I won't be able to show you every time, and it will take a while to get finished, so you just have to keep watching me. Sorry. But this is a cute little project which I'm definitely going to be looking at making as well. I upgraded my needles. I haven't bought any needles since the 1980s. I've treated myself to some new needles. I did mention needles last time. These are beautiful. They're really long and thin, and I threaded them once and they went beautifully through the fabric, and then I couldn't thread it again. So I need to get there. Really, the holes are small in the end. So I haven't got my new glasses yet either. So I need to get one of those little needle. I don't have a needle threader. It's the sort of thing, I think years ago I had loads of needle threaders. Now I don't have any. So I need to get myself a needle threader, and then I'll use them because I did feel them glide through the fabric when I was working on the English paper piecing and the applique and everything. They were much better. So these are just John James ones. I don't know why I got that make. I think they had good reviews. Milliners, size 10. They had good reviews when I looked online for them. I think my husband's now home, so I'm gonna go, I think. So thank you so much for watching. I'll let you know when the bag tutorial comes up, and I'll be up soon with updates on all my other projects and things I've been making in the week. So look after yourselves, everyone. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you very soon.